Oh, yes. So I will possibly spotlight myself just to make it easier. So I've shown you this picture of this balloon before we start off with the celebrations. I will just read out the story for you. So the story of that balloon basically goes like this. This balloon once belonged to Naveen, and now it sits here, solitary, afraid, and alone. 23rd floor of Tower 1. 12 houses in the floor, and yet no one has shown pity on it and taken it home. They look at it, ignore it, and walk away. It's been 30 minutes, 30 human minutes, and a lifetime almost for the balloon. It started at Arnav's birthday party. Arnav was celebrating his first birthday. Technically, it was his mother and father celebrating it for him, making him wear dresses he didn't want to wear, making him sit, stand, and crawl in this alien dress, and Arnav was not happy. Adding to Arnav's troubles was the ever ready to burst balloons. Three bursts later, Arnav was really scared and constantly crying. And guess what? That was when this newer balloon found its way to the hall. The event manager was called. He sent it through one of his staff. The new balloon, the orange balloon, got its fresh lease of air and then it landed on the floor. The balloon was then kicked around by 30 of his peers. His peers had their own ordeal, one of whom one of whom where was I? Yeah, the peer side is owner with one of the event management coming in and making people sit on them and burst them. Their screams still echo with this stranded balloon. Saved by fate or whatever it is in balloon land. This nameless orange balloon was then picked up by a kid who chose to bite into it but couldn't really do much damage to it since he was too young, 5 months old. Thus, he was saved. The balloon then hopped hands with elders playing with it like it was a tennis ball in a Wimbledon match. The slaps, the slams, nudges kept hitting it one after another. And then it was tied to a rope, let go to the air, all its friends at once, released to freedom, clicked in umpteen photographs. A severed thread made it fly into a bus of all places. It clung on in the hands of a coolie's kid. It had never seen one before. That kid, I mean. The kid held it with the gentlest of hands and with such awe in its eyes. The balloon felt like its dream had just come true. Such beautiful kindness. And then it got knocked down, dropping onto someone's lap. Another kid. Thankfully, it was back in the kid's hands again. So it came to be. That kid's name was Naveen. Naveen's mother took him home. And on the way, someone asked her if she was selling that balloon, and they were willing to give it 50 rupees. And just like that, the balloon was transferred into another kid's hands, into their car, into their lift, and then it fell down in the lift while they exited. And there it remained, flying in the loft, floor to floor, trying to escape its fate. At no floor did it manage to stay afloat. Then at some random floor it landed. Tower 1, 23rd floor of a 27-floor apartment, housing 12 such towers, home to 300 plus kids, 1,000 plus families. In the cold night, shivering it stayed in a corner, meekly observing, thinking about its fate. Then a random stranger passed, clicked the picture, sent it on the group chat, triggering an already bottle keg of WhatsApp messages. This balloon had started war. Then a meme went out as to whose balloon it was. Send it to the police, send it to Twitter. And so it found national fame. That's the story of this red orange balloon. So that's what I wrote for this balloon. And I'll just remove my spotlight. So that's the story of that balloon. And some of you are putting balloons on your chat. So thank you. Right. So for those that are joining in, you'll have to catch up on the recording as to what this is all about. Why am I talking about balloons? What has got to do with the second year anniversary of Tribe of Coaches? So this is a story that came to me with just seeing that balloon, and yeah, so that's something I think I haven't written in 2 years. As soon as I started working, full time in terms of coaching, I haven't written stories in almost forever kind of a scene. And so this happened today, and yeah, I'm very, very happy with the story that came out. And so that's how we start today, right? So there's so many things about the balloon that could be interesting for you as coaches. I don't know what questions you'll ask the coach, sorry, ask the balloon, what answers it'll give. But I will pause for your reactions and then we will get to our original impact of the day. Not bad, we're 31. Yes. Anyone wants to share? I know Raul's ready to share because he's seen some writing, he's heard something, and he's like, I should share something. But you can use the chat if you feel like doing that. It's not mandatory to use the voice button, but if you're always free to use that first and then the chat. Yes. So if no responses, then we go ahead and go through the rest of the space as to what Tribe of Coaches is, how it started, where we are, and the usual will get into place. So anyone wants to share something? Yeah, Jyoti, yes, good. You are on mute. You'll have to unmute.
Sunil, if you
I'm
don't
just
mind,
giving
I'll
it a
share.
try.
Sorry, I couldn't
Okay,
write.
Rahul, you
All.
please go on because I was just trying to be experimental.
Yes, Rahul. Yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't write a poem for the prompt. The Bollywood you sent, although it took very invigorating on a Friday to do that. The thing, what happened is, last night when I was sleeping, I got a lot of. I felt very itchy. I thought it was because of the climate being very humid over here. But this when I went, okay, they went to the washroom, washed myself, and went to the kitchen to get some water. As I came back, while walking, I felt there's so much of sand underneath, like walking on the beach. Switched on the light and saw there was like wood being eaten. I felt it was like that, and so much of it because I've seen how the termites form a nest. Last time when we renovated our house, and then there was like so many of them over there, just sitting over there in that pile of mud they had made. And we called one guy this morning and he came and said, oh my God, the wall behind the TV is full of them. They have a family over there.
Yes.
So we have to take off the entire thing. And then they removed the TV, they removed the bookshelf, they removed the cabinet where we keep cassette CDs and all that. Everything was taken and the wall was also taken off, the MDH wall where the TV was placed, wall mounted. Oh my God, they're like enjoying, yeah. I mean, like one was in the bottom and two were in the top, and like, sir, see, sir, one family here, one family here, one family here. So there's a lot of chemical spray in the house, and I was just in my room. My parents also were there, and then all that I was just like, oh, finally I can, uh, relax inside the room where the work outside is going on. But yeah, that's what happened today, and I was like, okay, irrespective of this, I'm not going to go to the hall. I'll be in the room. Evening, I know I have to step out. But yeah, I have also a place where I can take the call. So that's the story behind not writing the prompt.
Absolutely, no worries, man, no worries. So you've listened to it. You've given us the story. Some of us would have also had our own spaces where something is coming, eating away, and one thing leading to another, and things going off track. So we anyways have two stories to start the second anniversary of the Tribe of Coaches. So from a thank you point of view and an absolute gratitude point of view, I think everybody who's here in whatever capacities you've been part of the group, being starting from day one to say even being a part of it since 2 or 3 days. You made us happen. and some of you not yet in the group. I think some of you are coming in from just because I invited you and you happen to be an ICF coach you're in. Thanks for being here. Absolute gratitude to all of you. And it started off as an impossible idea. I was jumping ships in terms of everybody asking me to say, do something in Bangalore. Why don't you create a community for coaches? I always used to move out of that responsibility phase. And Somehow it just happened that I had a conversation with somebody and just happened to make the first group. Three of us, me, Yash, and then at that point of time, Akila, we were the first three, or they were the first, guinea pigs kind of a space thing. They said, even I didn't even ask them. I made the group, and then I just sent a message saying we've done something like this. It's a wholly fantastic possibility. I don't know what I'm doing. This could be interesting. We will not stop at peer coaching. It will have coaching sessions, live demo sessions, etc., etc., etc. And if anybody is open to that, why don't you join? And by the end of the next 3 hours, I had the first 40 people join in. And that 40 is now 240-ish. I think that some of them have come, some of them have moved ahead. Some of them continue to stay even though they're not wanting their peer coaching hours. So it has become a family of sorts. Before we kick things off and move things along here, I'd say, yeah, thank you for making it happen. Thank you for all those friends who you put into the group, who you, who you said, I think this place is fun, this place is fantastic. Uh, and then they've been here, all those, almost everybody who've been part of TOC have received a phone call from my end and said, who are you? What is that you do? So I have met all of you lovely people, more so people first, then coaches. So I have had a fantastic journey in the last 2 years and continues to be a fantastic journey as we move ahead. Hopefully, many more years to come, many more collaborations. And I think, yeah, so one interesting point was two coaches from here. I don't know if Asha is here. Asha is not here. Asha is not here. Shanmuga Priya is not here. So both of them pinged me, or I think one of them pinged me saying we're going to Kenya. And so happened to meet the other coaches who are in Kenya and also part of Tribe of Coaches. They met here and then they were there and they were treated to fantastic hospitality in Kenya, taken to the wildlife reserves, thrown. I don't know if Big Four happened to make a appearance there because of the coaches' availability, but then they found that and they had a lovely time. And so this was a story of the tribe of coaches. So we are international and we are definitely having human connections first and then coaching happening after that, which was always the need with which it was started. So I'm very, very happy for getting to this milestone. And I think, yeah, so that's where I'd pause. I'd open the floor to you guys. How was your experience? What is that you've learned, got out of this space? And then Jyoti can put me on the spot for the last 10, 15 minutes. And then, you can put your podcast hat on and ask me questions. Yes, Pushkar.
Thank you, Sunil. So, first of all, couldn't agree more. It's a fantastic community that has come together. But enough of praise, as I just wanted to kind of recalling my conversation with you when I joined, right? So I got the reference, of course, through some other group, and at that time it was told to me that Sunil would like to speak to you first. And I was just, come off my high hat of a very senior corporate role. And I said, who the hell is this guy who wants to speak to me just to really include me in a WhatsApp group? And I think I was more curious about finding out who this person is who thinks so much of himself that he wants to speak to all of us or whoever wants to join his group. And hence I decided to take the call, and I'm so glad that I did. So it's a fantastic experience. I met so many people right now also on this call through your group. So hats off to you, Sunil. And I think the perseverance that you've shown and the passion you've shown for running this is fantastic. So thank you.
Oh, most welcome. So I need to ask, what did you feel before you met, and what did you feel after you met? Well, thanks, Pushkar.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. So it is always a beautiful experience to talk to people, and I think that is what pushes me to get people on board. So I met, I think Svea, I met through ICF Week. She is from South Africa. So Svea and another of her friends, so they were offering a session that was open to us all, and I had had my ligament torn, so I couldn't move. So I thought, let me not do a sob story and get into this call. And after that, she's become more of a friend than an MCC. So right. So that's how I know Svea. Svea is the friend rather than, oh, Svea is an MCC coach from South Africa. So that's how conversations have always been built for us. And every one of you, it has been fun. So many conversations, so many things to recall. Uh, and I hope you keep some of it also open for TOC3, TOC4, TOC5. And there will be different stories, different spaces that come by. And yeah, so I think I'm very, very overjoyed to have so many of you join here. Some of you in very short notice, some of you with many other pressing requirements and understanding. So I saw Cerily here. Cerily is from Malaysia or the Philippines, I think the Philippines. So quite a lot of international friends as well coming into play. So thank you. And yeah, anybody else wants to share your experience? What has been the most fun experience? What has helped you, what has not helped you. So I'm open to hear, and then maybe another 10 minutes in, we'll move to the next part of the exercise. Hmm. If Shirish is the newest member, we'll have to ask Shirish, saying, Shirish, do you have something to share?
Yeah, I was very intrigued after seeing your LinkedIn post. What do I need to do more to get invited to this tribe? And I asked him, how does one get into it? So what exactly do I need to do? कौन सा एग्जाम पास करना है कि to come in the tribe of
I
coaches?
wish.
And he says that you need to go through a screening call. And then I asked him, how do I schedule a screening call? And then probably he felt कि बहुत हो गया ले लो इसे अंदर अब.
So yeah, so I don't know if it sounds like a screening call, right? So it is a call to talk to you, the person, because at no point else will you, at a coaching level, you're looked at as your, oh, what competency are you, what level are you, etc., right? So to talk to you, the person, I think, is what I want most. And I found some very interesting people beyond the coach's side that have been fun. So Shirish also is the proud trademarker of one of the names I carry, which is COC. He's put me as COC, which means the coach of coaches. To a large extent, some of my current, you know, experiences run around working with coaches almost fully. So coaching the coaches, mentoring the coaches, ICF mentoring the coaches, all happen as part of the equation. So COC becomes a very beautiful name that Shirish has given, and TOC helps me make that a possibility. And yeah, so the tribe also came up with the tribe also has an interesting backstory that while my previous Instagram era, I was there mostly as a poet, and there was a group or there's a page called the Tribe of Poets. And that's how the tribe came into play. And when he said, let's do it for coaches, this is the backstory to it. And yeah, so I think it's been a very interesting journey. I have a few plans in terms of what next. I would love to put it up to you guys. Before that, maybe anyone else wants to share uh, in terms of how your experience has been. What is that you've learned? What has been the most enjoyable space of this, more than the learning?
I think more than the learning has been the family that we built up here. I think we all know each other and we all are like, no one takes really offense here. Luckily, all of us are like-minded. know how that happened, maybe because you have created all of us that way with your silent pauses or whatever you do. I still don't understand, but I mean, I can just joke with anyone, and I'm so comfortable knowing that no one's going to get offended. I hope none of you are. If you are, you can always DM me and I'll apologize. So it's a very comfortable space, and it's not formal at all. It feels like, okay, like right now also I had another meeting also going on where I was supposed to be. That meeting is on my iPad on the side. I'm just being honest. I put it on mute. It's on the side. I said I have to attend this, and here attendance is being given here also. But it's nice to always, because there's fun and there's learning. Otherwise, just learning is very boring. So I think that's the best part about is the homeliness and how you are so accessible. Normally, the head of most of the organizations, they are not available. They just call up and chat anytime. And even if I call you up and you are in some session, you won't take a call, but you will call back.
Correct, yeah.
I know that ASAP, the moment you see the missed call, you will call back. So that's a very good sense of, it's almost like a friendship between everybody. And then, of course,
Absolutely.
there's Vivek. There are also some people that you like to avoid. I don't know, where's Vivek? He is the yes. So there's some people you like to befriend. There's some people you like to avoid.
But Vivek is a very interesting coachee. So you should coach Vivek if you pass
He
Vivek's
wanted to
test
join
of
my
coaching.
LinkedIn workshop, and I asked him. I said, Vivek, I won't be able to speak. I need to have. I got so
Vivek
scared. I said, if
is
he joins, I won't get a chance to speak.
that is there. So I think a family space of this is what was the original intention, that we are informal, that we are a learning space. What also was a space to trigger this conversation and to build TOC so passionately and so consistently is, to a large extent, while I was in my, I think my formative year as a coach was 1 year, right? So in that my 500 hours did happen. But then I see so many of us struggle without having an anchor point or a midpoint space to say, okay, this can also be done through coaching. And that is something that I really, really wanted to make it available and accessible to all coaches, irrespective of where we're joining us from. And that space has been created. I'm very, very thankful to all of you to give me that space. And I say maybe except one of you, everybody is in life experience elder than me in the group. So you have given that space to me as well. So I think that I'm very grateful to that space as much as anything else. And to also put myself to the test with, say, 200 eyes watching a recording and saying, can this be a coaching session uh, when I do the lives every month? That's a different feeling altogether, to have those 200 eyes and still be confident and still run the show. And somehow Mondays, everybody in the family knows Monday 7 o'clock is not going to be available because he's going to be sitting in front of a screen and talking and laughing to people they don't know. And sometimes you don't know who that is. But I think you've known my family. If you've been on LinkedIn, you've known my family as well, quite easily. So they will keep their curiosity because the door's closed. They don't know what's happening. For 90 minutes, I'm unavailable to all of them. And suddenly I come up as if I've woken up just in the morning after a good night's sleep, a fully energized space. And they're like, what happened? I said, they just finished the session with my tribe. So it has become my tribe after 2 years and continues to be that space. And yeah, so it's been that kind of a experience, that kind of a space that all of us have created for all of us. To a large extent, yes, I love my compliments, but I think you also, every one of you, have been instrumental in making it this possibility. And for those that have not joined in, I think that also is for you as much as it is for people who come in. And so some of the names I'm seeing today, I'm surprised that just such a late invitation. Also, you made it. So thank you so much for that. And I am having a few thoughts. I will keep those things to you. One is a very low hanging fruit kind of a thing. I see some of you putting a lot of thought into your LinkedIn post, putting it on a reflection of coaches group. So I am thinking with a few of your collaboration efforts, we can actually put a once in 2 months magazine kind of a thing, which I think I will need your support to make it possibility. But I think it could be a space in terms of research-based papers, experience-based papers, experimental experiences papers. So it could be a space where it could start off as a simple magazine, and maybe it'll evolve into something that we don't know what it'll evolve into. But that's target for year number 3 to have at least 3 or 4 magazines by the end of the year. So quarterly ones kind of a space. So that's the first plan for TOC 3. So year number 3. And then the other aspect is to possibly create another group because we're almost nearing the 256 limit for this one. And to also include those that are not only ICF coaches. So again, NLP or mindfulness practices. So it may have a slightly different way in terms of the aspects of pooling the energies and pooling the resources. But I think we need to sort of also include them in our responses and them including us, so it becomes more of a inclusive experience for all of us. So to also include other people who are in the aspect of transformation and transformation space of coaches. So that's another idea to bring it up. Thirdly, which I also wanted to keep it to the last, but I am really interested in wanting to share, is I will be starting my MCC journey, the mental MCC journey, right now. So it's a trigger for me to start my mental MCC journey. I've been sitting on it for quite some time, telling myself that revenue first and then everything else. But now I think the time's come for making it MCC there. Uh, but the path is interesting, in to say the least. So, like my PCC, I want to crowdfund it. So I will be coming to some of you guys to say you will be funding my MCC journey. Uh, I'm yet not sure how that will happen, but I think the TOC will I don't know, carry the brunt of it or carry me on your shoulders, whatever that is. But that's a plan tentatively to be looked at, but more formatively, that is something that I'm looking at as a crowdfunding experience to build the MCC journey. So that's 3 things that I wanted to kick off with. There are other plans in my head, which I think I will slowly release in the group as and when we bring that conversations to its full tilt. And then we are open to have more coaches come on as part of the TOC. I would be requiring some of your help in making it a logistical possibility to have more onboarding and more people jump on in, and more people from different parts of the world to make it a truly international experience, and to also share that Indian experience to the rest of the world and learn from the worldly experience to rest of India. So that's a big plan, and I will be working with all of you coaches in different capacities, whatever that you would like to look at, and like many wild ideas, it starts from there. Idea number 4, maybe quarter 2 of the next year, would be to have a pro bono project anchored via TOC. So pro bono or low bono is still a question mark under there, but it will be anchored through TOC, with some of us driving the conversations for accessibility of coaching, reaching people who may not even know what coaching is. So that's a big plan. So that is something which is the biggest of all in my head. So that's how we stand for what to do. Yeah. So, oh, thank you so much. Thanks. Yeah. So Swe just said she's happy to give me an individual MCC mentoring hour. So thank you so much. All right. I think I am just observing that as much and smiling. So yeah, thank you for that. I'm really, really grateful. Uh, the other bit is the pro bono project, which will be anchored via TOC. We will be making actual impact with possibly measurable sources, and maybe, I don't know, with years it'll also start giving us revenue. If that starts to happen, then yeah, so the next possibilities are endless through this. So let's see, let's keep those things happening and opening. And if you have suggestions as to what next we can include as part of TOC beyond these 4 points, uh, please let us know, let me know, and then I'd be happy to sit with you, anchor those thoughts, see where it leads, and take it up. And so that's how these are 4 interesting points to come to this point of 2 years of celebration space. A lot of it is in my head, they're flowing through as in how we talk, or I talk to all of you. Uh, but if you have thoughts, feel free to put your hand up and share. Yes, Vivek.
Hey, Sunil, thanks for sharing all those thoughts. This is amazing. I was wondering that since we have a good gathering of us here today, I'll be curious in terms of as folks have been in TOC and all the things that they've benefited from it, what ideas do they have in terms of where we can take it even further? And as I kind of reflect on that for myself, I think one thing that might be very, very helpful is for folks to individually in their journeys consider where is it that they could use some help, and maybe what are some areas where they would like to offer help and guidance to others. And I don't know what form this takes, whether it's some kind of a lightweight directory or posts or something else. But I feel this huge opportunity in terms of this community that we've built where if people are given some channel to express their asks and offers, it might lead to a lot of new collaborations, new ideas, and new projects. So just wanted to place that out there for both you and
Yeah, so I think I already have an answer to that. So in terms of the asks and gives and possible spaces, that's where I wanted to have the magazine also offer that space. It works with us and say also to beyond the TOC, and continues to expand while that magazine moves to different places. The other thing which I have encompassing coaching as one of the things that is happening. Every month, I am starting an entirely new network of people who will catch up with each other once in a month online. It's called the network of networks. It's still, the nomenclature is still an open thing. Friends of friends was something that I thought first, but then it somehow, I heard somehow it's a mafia name. So I said, no, let's not do friends of friends. So network of networks is where it's currently sits. And people from right now, people are there who are across India, and the plan is to make it as an across the world platform where you meet the person first, and if there is some collabs come by, and if we meet once a month, we're part of the group. We are open to put our asks and gives, and also put our promotional materials on the group, which in TOC we put a very strong ban to it. So no promos. But in here, this will all be open, this will all be allowed. But it will not only be coaches, it will be possibly people who are, working on the different aspects of life. So it could mean for you, they could be an audience. For them, you could be an audience. So it's a win-win situation kind of a space. And I will also keep you posted. Anybody who's interested in that bit, you could also do it. But if it's only a coaches helping other coaches kind, I think Vivek, we can also sit with it and say how it works. So it's an open possibility to say it can still happen only across the coaches network. So that could be an interesting possibility to look at. So this is the beautiful thought. So let's sit with it and keep the group buzzing with these questions as and when we do this, as and when we close for today's session when we do that. So we could always have that possibility. Hmm. Yes, I think from my end, these were big asks and big information sharing. But I think most biggest is the gratitude for everything that has come by because it was a mad idea and a mad idea has found its home. And all of you, in ways, in different ways that you are mad, have stuck to me and found your own madness in this particular place. So very, very strongly just want to say thank you so much. And that means the world for me to have all of you here in a collective journey as we move forward. And I think some of you received that personal note from my end. Did see how difficult it was for me to form the group. It was not an easy thing, and to keep it going for 2 years has been nothing short of crazy. And yeah, I think it's given me an anchor. It's given me a space to be myself, build more confidence in the world of coaching. And that was also a thing with TOC that there's a lot of fear mongering that's happening everywhere else in the coaching world. But if the coaching world can have a positive beacon of hope, it should, TOC should be one of those groups there. Was also one of the main pillars of making it like this. And thank you for all your support, all your uh, experience sharing, being open, being vulnerable, and always being such a strong support for me and all the other coaches combined. So yeah, just want to keep that there. And yeah, so for all those who have not received your chocolates, you can always write them to me.
Thank you.
I'm local. मेरा हक बनता है.
Hey, look at that.
Local will
Shweta,
take more time because I think it'll reach international faster
हम
than
आपसे
local.
पुराने हैं श्वेता, हमारा हक पहले बनता है.
So chocolates has opened up conversations. I think I don't know. We could do something interesting. Oh, and by the way, there will be a second year anniversary conference. So we did the conference last year, fourth and fifth, which for me personally was also a big thing. So 2024 was almost 20 years of my father's passing. So I wanted to commemorate that with something more positive. And that's how the first TOC conference happened. This second year, I will be doing it slightly in the second week of December. There will be a Tribe of Coaches conference. This time, the topics are open for fellow coaches. I will keep that thing running. So I've given you 5 topics to mull over in terms of what TOC is going to be doing for the rest of the spaces. So don't ask me to repeat all those 5, but yeah, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all that. Jyoti, over to you.
Yeah, I just want to ask you to, because we were 31 members at a point of time, I noted, and now we are 26, so 5 have suddenly gone away. 5, that means one row has gone away. So before the next row vanishes for dinner, can we at least have a picture?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Jyoti. So
Yeah, that picture is very important because, and I would also request if all of us, in our little ways, in our social medias, can we write a post about Tribe of Coaches this week itself, so that's how it gets more visibility. I mean, that's the only gift we can give to Sunil because there's nothing we can really gift him. So I think just a post in honor with this picture and give it visibility in whatever we've taken in from here and promote the tribe as a family.
Yes.
It's not mandatory. I'm not forcing anyone. It's just a suggestion.
Absolutely. Love that suggestion. I'd be happy to, meet new coaches, new friends of yours through this space. Yeah, so
who's Shweta? Can you take the screenshot?
yes.
Take a photo and tag everyone. I think it's a beautiful way to also get visibility in this trip.
Yes.
Yeah, whoever, just tag everyone.
So you can smile at 3, 2, 1 and
not
smile.
smile. You can put up hearts, no?
Yeah, you can put up hearts.
See, okay, on the second row, don't use the first row. Where you have your, can you all do it?
Yeah. So I don't know.
No, not those, not those. See, I mean, I'm sorry, just look at my screen. Don't put this because your screen will turn pink. Yeah, the others are
So
right.
look at Vivek. Look at Vivek. I think Vivek is doing it for you. So look at Vivek and do the same.
Hey, Vivek has put off he's put on his picture. No, I cannot be Vivek.
Or we
We are
can all
women.
do
We
these
cannot
Korean
behave like
hearts, chote wale.
monkeys like Vivek.
Or try these Korean hearts.
Korean hearts also. I think if you're able to make it, I think yeah, that's also fine. I don't know.
Okay.
This looks like I am holding hearts. So this is easier for me. I think this is far more easier. I don't know who's taking the picture,
Like
but
this is better than.
somebody said should take the picture. Otherwise, you're
Okay,
holding.
listen, guys. I'm telling this is the easiest what I'm saying, and I'm mostly right. I'm always right, actually. Here on the second row, there's a heart. So we just put this heart. As I say, 3. Okay, and Shweta
Second
will take
one
the
is
picture
the
as
heart.
I say 3. Are we ready? Don't do it now because it will go away when I say 3. Let the
So
others
you can at
vanish.
least do
Wait,
two, two, three. So whatever that you find.
wait.
So basically, be
1,
yourself. I think. Yeah.
1, 2, and hearts. Who are these people who are bursting hearts? Please don't. One
But
more, one
anyways, I
more.
think we've gotten enough pictures, all candidates from different
Vivek,
angles.
no bursting hearts, please. No, wait, once more. 1, with just a side hearts, please. Otherwise, we spend the entire night taking pictures, I'm telling you.
I've already
1,
clicked 20.
Oh
2,
wow! So this is candid
3.
pictures at its best.
Who are these people? I am disgusted. Oh my God, Sunil, they're all your coaches. Okay,
So
so
you should
here
do
I go.
another session.
Okay. Congratulations, Sunil. It's a
Thank you so
wonderful
much.
evening, and we
Thank you.
are equally in the celebration mood with you. Now, this is an
Absolutely.
impromptu podcast interview, whatever you can call it. I just wanted
So
to do it. So,
yes, you have.
tell us now
Hmm, hmm.
how, of course, we are eagerly awaiting our chocolates, and we were eagerly awaiting this evening that I've been waiting for the last 24 hours, you know that. I'd logged in last evening also. So tell me, how do you feel right now with all of us? And after having completed 2 years,
Um, yeah, I think for me that experience is, I think it's still sinking in as to how 2 years happened. It is a lovely experience. I feel all the love coming in with all those conversations that have happened beyond the group as well. So a lot of people sending in their good wishes. A lot of people, a lot of my friends, I think, sharing beautiful aspects of how this group has been fun for them and has been an interesting experience. So it has triggered off quite a lot of conversations. I think I'm still absorbing this as much as it's there. So that's still part of how my say 2 year experience is, right? So it somehow says someone said, Sunil, it's your baby, and to a large extent it is possibly a second year birthday for the baby there. So that's how I feel. Yeah. So uh, thank you for that question. And it feels very warm as such as being part of this. And I may not be displaying my full array of emotions when I say it's full warm because I don't think I have a word for how I feel right now. So that's how it is.
as a typical coaching question would go, how does the baby look like to you?
The baby looks, funnily enough, like it is a baby elephant. It has its own cuteness. It has its own charm. So I don't know if you've seen one of the other podcasts. I look at myself as a baby elephant. So my baby is also a baby elephant in itself. So that's how I look at it. It's full of joy, full of energy, full of potential. So many other things that are part of that. So that's how I look into what the baby looks like. And it's a growing baby. It has its requirements, it has its needs. And I think just being with the baby is something I enjoy, I love. And
Oh.
possibly also the other way around.
So, Sunil, at the beginning of the session, you had showed us a ball, and then you had showed us a ball which was kicked by 30 children and then thrown into the lift and picked up by someone and adopted by somebody, and again, it went on and on. But you didn't finally give us an answer.
Hmm.
Can you relate to that ball with your life? Somehow I could just, when I saw, I felt that
Mm.
you could relate that ball. But I think the way I've heard about you, how you just chucked up your job and how you, over the years, I might have known you and how you just jumped into coaching, not knowing half the time what it is, and then selling those pamphlets, giving out those pamphlets, not selling them, and then taking 500 rupees and doing coaching and 200 rupees and doing coaching, and to what you are now, the resilience that you had throughout. So can you describe, compare the ball in your life as a coach?
Oh, I think yeah, that's a very interesting observation. So, good. You are also on the path of becoming Sunil, like with metaphors and this thing. I'd say the experience has been absolutely amazing in terms of the 2 years, 3 years that I've been coaching. In terms of how the balloon, I think yeah, the balloon is happy that it no longer is being eaten by kids. I'd say happy goodbye to the corporate structures. I enjoy this space of being there, uh, and it is chaotic, but it is some level of creative chaos that there exists in. I enjoy that space, so I found uh, my world inside that bubble in that coaching. If I had to put a story back into the balloon world, inside that space of the balloon, I found my own space there, and I think that's a fun experience. So even if whatever life throws at you, you're always having fun, and that's been the experience with the balloon. If I had to take a metaphorical space there, and I just enjoy that space being in there. So that's how I would look at it.
That's a wonderful way of putting it together. Yes, I just took a chance by asking you because you didn't finally answer what the balloon meant actually. We just took our own replies. So Neil, somehow I've told you a couple of times also, I think your mother really inspires me. I don't know why. There's something about her. There's something warm about her. Of course, we all love our mothers, and I've seen lots of mothers, but there's a special bond that is very clear, evident between the two of you. And knowing the kind of, I'm sorry to use the word crazy way in which you have taken your career, how has your mother supported you? Because how has she reacted to it?
I think she's had her moments, many heart attack moments through this journey as well. So I had taken a sabbatical in 2018, and I remember this conversation distinctly. So a conversation happened. So we sleep at 10. Amma sleeps at 9:30, 10. I sleep at around 11. We were talking until 3 o'clock. And I said this thing saying, if you are worried about me 1x, as a mother, I'm worried about myself 100x. So I know what I'm doing. So you'll have to trust me with this. And that has been the last time that it has led to such an escalated conversation. We still have our skirmishes. But I think there's always that space where sometimes I don't believe in myself in some of those crazy ideas, but I think she knows that this fellow is mad enough and he will get it done kind of a space. And that safety aspect, I knew about safety and psychological safety to a largest extent through her, because with her everything is, I can tell that, this is a rank failure and this was the best success. So she will still be equanimous with me and with both structures. So that's been the case with mom and also with my granny. So my mom's mom is equally in the same category. So I think having those two, and also elephants are matriarchal. So I've been blessed with two fascinating matriarchs. There's my sister who's the third. So she does not feature in the social media posts. She does not like that space, but they've been strongly built through matriarchs, and that's been a plus. And mom's always been a big source of energy, source of inspiration, and to a large extent now that relationship is like more so friends to a large extent, and less of the typical parenting space, but if there is a line that I cross, she switches on the parenting mode quite quickly, so she switches on quite well. So that's been the experience. I've had a very coach like mom in there, and It's been that space there with mom always, even prior to coaching, even all these mini adventures, mini heart attacks that I've given her, saying I'm quitting the job, kind of a thing, and I say I'm going to get into writing. I'm going to
Yeah.
be doing coaching, and she still, I think, for the first 1.5 years, she did not know what coaching was. So now she knows much better. When other people have told her, yeah, coaching is good, and Sunil is good at coaching, so that's when she finally said that energy tick happened, saying this fellow knows what it is. And now when relatives ask that question, saying, "Hey, what's he doing with his life?" Even before I enter, she enters and bats for me. So, which for me is a so I know I'm in good hands that way.
That requires a large heart.
Oh
Must have
yes,
required a
yes.
large heart from her. And now I think when I look at the picture, just tell her that also, that there's something like, nowadays personal branding. Now her personal branding looks like a mother of a coach. When you look at she actually looks like a mother of a coach. So that's
And
her
I
personal
will show
branding.
this recording to her and then be like, huh, okay, you want to do that
Yeah.
as there. So
No, they're
that could
lovely
be an
pictures. Whenever
interesting
I see both of you, I just keep looking at them repeatedly. I mean,
thing.
of course, I've just taken this up impromptu, and as I always like to have fun. I've not planned out my questions, but like I keep going on questioning you. But I can see people diminishing gradually. So my last
Yes.
question to you would be that where do you see? Although I know that you don't know where you'll be tomorrow, also, but where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
I will
If you
see
had to
myself
see,
in the mirror.
ah,
So, mirror 5 years from now, 2032 is when I plan to retire from having to work for money. 2032 onwards, I want money to work for me. And 2032 onwards, if at that point everything is green, I will not charge for my coaching. So financial independence once 2032 happens, which is another 7 years. I don't plan to charge for coaching. Uh, Everything at that point, or even similar to 80% of what I think as part of my vision at 2032, if that is there, I don't charge for coaching. And possibly to take coaching to grassroots, to school teachers, to NGO leads, to uh, old grannies, young grandsons, to take it way, way beyond the structure that currently exists, that coaching is a rich man's space. So the idea is to take it to that space, to build more and more coaching or coach intuitive spaces rather than certificate based coaches. So there is a big plan to start my own coach training space specifically in terms of coaching and poetry. So that's by 2030, by the next five, that is going to be a reality. And yeah, so that's the 5 year plan, and we have plans beyond that. So
awesome.
thanks for
That's
asking that
awesome.
question.
But I think by the time after 7 years, I won't be at that age to be learning anymore. My kids are going to benefit.
So you can always join us
So
when we start coaching people and places where coaching needs to be
definitely,
there,
I'll
and
be a part
yeah,
of your team.
always be welcome. Okay.
So it's
Always be
wonderful,
welcome.
like, so in knowing you, I think I was joined you almost 2 years ago, or maybe a little later,
Yes.
2, 3 months later after you started. But it's been a wonderful journey with you. And thank you
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for
Thank
everything.
you. Thank you. Yeah. So, because
There's no
the
words.
other people who are also part of the conversation here, if you have a question, yeah, feel free to ask, because we will continue. Because knowing Jyoti will have fantastic questions. Knowing myself, I will continue to answer. So, if you have a question, feel free to ask. Maybe two more questions, and then we can close for today. So, no questions, then we close. So.
I'm the only talkative person here who can just talk endlessly. Guys,
Thank you,
I stopped
Sushma.
because of you. You can please take my time.
And I thought, because you said last question, I said last, but then I wanted to give the space anyways to people who want to be a part of
Yeah,
this. And
exactly. Even I didn't want to, like, because I could see, yes, people have already decreased to 18 now. But when this is when we took the picture.
It's good that even after an hour plus there are 18. So thanks for all of those amazing people who've come here.
And we
So
will
yeah,
be
thanks.
waiting for our chocolates,
Yes, yes, yes.
and you
Thanks.
can wait for lovely posts from us.
Yes,
So it's
please.
a partner again.
Absolutely,
So nothing
absolutely.
pro
And
bono,
sorry, no pro bonos.
no pro bonos in life.
But Shweta, I read your poem. Lovely. Thanks for that. So really, really amazed that this space that we all of us have created and all of us continue to create, co-create, build, bring on it. Thanks, Sushma. Thanks for being here on such short notice. Thank you so much. Maybe we could take up that conversation again, saying you were interested to do a guest conversation. So I'll catch up with you on that, and maybe we can start something. Thank you so much. So
Thank you so much. Lovely to be here again.
thanks, Sushma.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye,
thank you,
Shweta.
everyone. It was a wonderful evening. And thank you so much, Sunil, and congratulations to all of us once again.
All of us, yes, all of us. Thank you,
Yes.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.